you know that outside the great Kung Lao and Liu Kang, there's a secret champion of the White Lotus that's been largely scrubbed away from Mortal Kombat's history? And that's not due to him going against the likes of Raiden nor Earthrealm, but simply due to the fact that he's non-canon. And I'm of course talking about Siang. You see, during the early 90s, during Mortal Kombat's conception, what was still evolving and kind of finding its feet, they were testing a lot of ideas and creating a lot of original characters, with Siang of course being one of them. Now he is, by all intents and purposes, still one of the most unique characters in Mortal Kombat even up to today's standards, being the first sign and instance of a fusion character in the series, with the fighter himself being composed of two twin brothers, Siang and, well, Sang. Now whilst largely put on a pedestal during his Malibu comic book run, being dubbed as the White Lotus's greatest champion, his time in the series is relatively short, because despite his status and despite his training, when he does inevitably cross paths with Goro, not only is he just able to defeat the two, but quite physically rips them in half, separating Siang from Sang, with the backlash of this forced separation rebounding and killing Sang. Now unable to live with his grief and without his brother, Siang would take his brother's remains and actually fuse with him one more time, making it a permanent fusion between the two, and in a way actually making Siang half dead. Now, unfortunately for Siang, following his return, Shao Kahn had obtained what is known as a Death Stone, a powerful medallion that allows its wielder to have control over the dead. So for a very small amount of time, Siang did fight under the Emperor's will, until said amulet was later stolen, granting him a temporary window of freedom that allowed him to break free of the Emperor's grasp. Yet in time, the clutch that the Emperor had on him began to take hold, so to not endanger his allies, Siang would largely cast himself into exile, trying his best to remain outside the tournament. And this actually had him cross paths with the likes of Scorpion, who wanted to hear his tale and story, something he could actually sympathize with, as being under the hand of another master isn't exactly great. And much to Siang's surprise, Scorpion would actually pull out the Death Stone and crush it right in front of his eyes, finally freeing Siang of the Emperor's influence. Yet instead of letting Siang walk away, he then decides to free Siang from life, brutally murdering him, making it the last and final time we ever see Siang in Mortal Kombat's history. So now I raise the question to you all of, do you think Siang deserves to return as a fully playable character? Comment down below, and like and subscribe for some more MK shorts.